Give me a second. I got to actually plug in my controller first, but yeah. So it's been a while. I don't know if I should skip this one. Yeah, it's fine. Still play background laptop. Oh yeah, it's been a while. I've not been good. I continue to have a toothache and multiple toothache. Say it. Sorry if I'm mumbling. I did mention last time I was streaming, which I did intend to stream later that day, but the pains came back too hard that I was going to mention my current state of affairs, give or take. Which I guess I'll do now. Sorry if I seem a little out of it, because I am. Honestly, I don't know where to start. Honestly, I think I'll start by actually getting the game up and running first. There's literally any options I can change. Wait, once we actually get into the game, I will anger counter? Yes. Once we actually get into the game, then I will start mentioning my current state of affairs. Like the Max's costume. What? But I guess I'll leave it like this. I don't know. Sorry. I don't even remember that from the last time I played.
What? Those monsters are in my father's room? Father!
Actually, voice acting in this game? I completely forgot, honestly. Just sort of a statue. You know, half the time those were just like actually just decorations and not actual real swords. Oh, there's combat. I'm gonna be honest, like the title suggests. Also, I forgot to turn the light on. I've just been sitting in the dark. Give me a second. Just me starting without even like checking to see if the light isn't on yet. But yeah. But yeah, I didn't play much. I think I played like a few hours of this, and then I can't remember. I might have moved while I was in the middle of doing a playthrough. I say playthrough. I was recording it, but I was playing through the game. Sorry, I'm so unhinged. Let me get the stream up on my phone so I can see what's going on. But yeah, to cut a long story short, I didn't beat the game. Of course, I mean, I didn't beat the first game, but I at least got a lot more hours into that game. So this game is definitely going to be a lot fresher of an experience, because I don't have like a background with this game of having played like, you know, dozens of different times, you know, all the while trying to beat it every time I came back to it. Or having, I never watched anybody play this aside from like a bit of the gameplay, just because one of the other kids in my school was playing it on his laptop, and that's literally the only other experience I have with this game aside from me playing like a handful of hours. I think I got to like the second or third dungeon, and I just never played it before, or played it after that. But yeah, circle button to lock on, right? R1 on the block. X to attack. L and X magic. Oh god! Immediately start me on an invisible wall. EV. Alright. Her attacks are a bit weird. Wait. Oh, this isn't a fight you can lose. Oh, you can't miss. Yeah, either this is a fight you can't lose, or I'm about to die. I think. What? Oh no, you can lose. Is it game over? It is. Oh, okay. I just wanted to check. Oh. Okay. The game literally sending me back through the starting section. I assume you can skip this starting cutscene. Okay, good. Imagine if it was unskippable and you just repeatedly got sent to the start over and over again. Okay, I can do back in X, you move backwards. God, this is gonna take a lot of getting used to. But yeah, this game, unless it's oh god damn it. I don't remember losing in this section at all when I first played it. But to be fair, it's like 11 p.m. where I am right now, so I wasn't exactly prepared to even play anything, because honestly, I was vaguely. I was honestly arguing with myself whether or not I should even do anything today. I'm still in pain. Okay, yeah, just give my back on blocking. Sure. It's not me getting mad at the game, that's me getting mad at myself. Okay, if you move forward and attack, you can leap and strike. Okay, this is Dark Souls. That's a joke. Just there's so... Oh man, when Dark Souls originally came out, there was I don't know if anyone cares or remembers, but there were so many people who were like, oh yeah, this is, you know, this every game with a dodge roll is Dark Souls, every game that's hard is Dark Souls. It's like every game with platforming is fucking Mario, sure. Sorry, it's made me aggravate for no reason. Okay, time traveling again. Is that the guy from the first game? I can't remember his name to save my life. Oh. Maybe this is a direct...
Dear Mother, how are you? I'm doing fine. So much has happened that I don't know where to start. Well, I guess it's easiest to start at the beginning. It all began that night. Right, that night of the storm.
Gonna be honest, I actually make sounds like that when I run. Oh, this kid's not even out of shape. He must be fucking asthmatic if he's huffing and puffing like that while he's running. He shakes his hair like a dog.
Oh, I'm soaked.
That... In what world? In what universe?
Pretty early today, huh?
Yeah, I guess, but take a look at this. Haha, ta-da! Check this out. I got a ticket for Flotsam Circus Troupe.
Oh, good for you. Your dad's not gonna try to stop you?
He said I could go.
Well, you'd better finish your work quick then, huh?
Right.
Hey, Max, what's that you got there?
What's this? Father gave it to me yesterday. Always wear it, he said. It's pretty old. I don't know what it is. Well, can I get started?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Gable's vacuum is set up below. Go to it, lad.
Leave it to me.
God, I had. It's on the. I say the tip of my tongue. It's not at the tip of my tongue, but I do recognize the voice actor for Max. But yeah, I did not remember that there was voice acting in this game at all. I swear to God, I did not remember that. Oh. Well, yes, in this game there's the mechanic of spectrumizing, which essentially turns everything into a synth sphere. The same that you turn weapons into in the first game. But yeah, after actually having beaten last time I played, if you're watching this, I'd hope you know that I played the first game before. On stream. I don't know. But I didn't realize that the scene at the start of this game, honestly, I think I didn't pay any attention to the story the first time I played this, or the only other time I played this. But of course, I wouldn't have understood that this was actually a direct sequel. In terms of story, like, I knew it had the same story. I knew it was a sequel. I didn't know it was actually, like... I didn't know that the actual, like... What am I even trying to explain? Like, I already said what I mean. But for those that don't know, at least from what it looked like, it appeared that the character on the floor during the cutscene at the start was the King of the East, who in the first game was the person who resorted to dark magics, or blood magic, mixing his blood, his blood with that of a witch, I think that's what it was. He mixed the blood of a witch, and he used witch blood. I can't remember the exact, because I'm having a hard time even speaking. But basically, he used witch blood to gain special power to win a war. And the result was the creation... eventually, this resulted in the creation of a Dark Genie. The Dark Genie. Which, based on the fact that the other character, the one that wasn't on the floor, looked vaguely like him, the King of the East, it is very likely that that is the Dark Genie, which would mean that the way that the first game ended, that essentially the exact events that happened in the first game are just continuing. It's like, oh yeah, so we stopped the Dark Genie from forming originally. And then it's like, oh yeah, just like a few years later, and then it happens again. But I guess... well, obviously this place, I mean, it mentions a gun. So, which implies, it's steampunk. I mean, I don't need to explain that. But, essentially the Atlamillia... God, I'm so all over the place. Sorry, forgive me. But the Atlamillia, which is the item that is currently being adorned by a friend of Max over here. And yeah, spoilers, it's the Atlamillia. I mean, of course it is. It's a big gem. Tone in the first game had a big gem on his gauntlet, given to him by the Fairy King. But this would imply that, because in the first game, the Atlamillia was touted as something that only comes around every 1,000 years. Every 1,000 years. So this would imply that this is set 1,000 years ahead of the first game, which means the scene in the start is set 2,000 years ago, give or take. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But that would definitely line up with the advancements, assuming that the original game, or the past setting in the original game, was set in, like, medieval times. So, let's say the first game was 0 rating, and then, okay, this is so hard to explain because there's time travel involved. So the cutscene that just played with the other character, I can't remember her name. I don't even think it showed her name. But let's say that is 0 rating, and then the events with Toad would be 1,000 AD, and this is 2,000 AD, which would kind of make sense, considering, you know, the first game had, like, the most like, complex weapon was. I mean, no, there was guns in the first game. What am I talking about? Still, God, part of me just wants to end the stream right here, but I'm just. I'm not gonna do it because I feel like it wouldn't be genuine of me if I just. It wouldn't be me if I were to try to, like, be perfect. If I were to try to, like, cut all this shit out and then try to be, like, you know, I'll prepare all this and, like, write a script. Like, that's not. I mean, that's not the kind of person I am. I'm like, part of me wants to die inside because I'm so embarrassed. I'm just gonna grit and bear it. So the implication here is that this is, of course, set in the future. From the of course it is. But it's set 1,000 years with, you know, the story of the Atlamillia. Which begs the question of, I guess what happened is the Dark Genie, and this is just me, like, theory crafting, because obviously this is the first time I've even paid attention to the story of these two games, in terms of, well, in respect to this game. Obviously, I just beat the other game, so of course I was thinking about the story. But, like, on my own, I didn't really care about the story that much to, like, read too much into it. To read as much into it as I am right now. But essentially, it implies that the Dark Genie, that knowing that they would lose in Tone's day and age, decided to go even further in the future. Which means, in a way, I guess the Atlamillia is something that is always going to be found in the same day and age as the Dark Genie. Which, I mean, obviously, except for when the Dark Genie originally formed. I'm just trying to think of what else I can make out from this. Oh yeah, so this is the character selection screen. So there's the two main characters, who we'll meet the other one later. It's the girl that we fought in the prologue, or fought with in the prologue. I have no idea what the other. I know what one of these are, and yes, I'm gonna spoil, but we get a mech pretty early on. Within, like, the first hour of gameplay, we'll get a mech. Give or take. I can't remember. I didn't keep track of how long I played this game. Who do you think I am? What? I know one other mechanic that could be one of these characters, but we could also end up with 5 characters. Well, the main character, Maximilian, the girl, and the mech. The other two, I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, move? Oh yeah, the map. Yeah. Well, let's take a look at this. So, does my cursor show up? Give me a second. How do I make it show up? I think I turned off cursor capture. There we go, turn it back on. But yeah, I believe we're either here or here. We're currently in a closed off civilization. I mean, based on the fact that these look like steam pipes or smokestacks, I would assume we're here. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure we're walled off from the rest of the world in this starting area. I'm just trying to think back to the other world map. I don't think it's the same world map. I know it's not the same world map, otherwise I would recognize stuff. But I don't believe this world map has much, if anything, in common with the other one. I could also be wrong. Yeah, I think this world map is very different from the one that I recognize. Also, give me a second. I need to resize the window. I made it uneven. I don't care that much. Well, yeah, I mentioned it before last time. The last stream I played the first Dark Cloud in. I have to play this in a window, just because it makes it easier. Also, give me a second. I need to make sure I don't forget to take my painkillers. It's just over the counter stuff. It's nothing major. I'm basically taking a Advil and an Advil and a Tylenol together. This is what the dentist recommended me, by the way. They didn't give me something stronger. They were just like, oh yeah, just take two over the counter painkillers. You'll be fine. I so enjoy the fact that I've mastered the ability to swallow multiple pills at one time, because holy shit. I regularly take, in the morning, I have to take 3 different pills. It's literally all the same content, it's just different. It's just one big and 2 small of the same thing, just because they don't make 150 milligram capsules to my dismay. So I have to take it like that. But yeah, there's not much I can tell from the map. I'm honestly just trying to think about it, because I just find it interesting to try to figure out stuff from here. What? Does that change something? No. Okay. I'm just gonna put that back to the default. I assume this is like the mini-map display rather than this. Yes, we are currently, because I just noticed that it shows, yeah, we're in the workshop. It's day 1 at 6 p.m. God, I hope the day doesn't pass, because I remember taking so long before. Okay, so only in cutscenes is the dialogue spoken. Or is there's voice acting. Yeah. Sorry, the words escape me. God, I should have thought about what his voice was when he was. I mean, I should have I wish I didn't forget what he sounded like so I could try to make an imitation, but... Just for now, I'm just going to speak normally. Because I feel like I'm giving myself a headache just thinking about doing the voice. It's on the desk downstairs. Get to work. Say, I like how I said I was going to do a normal voice, and then I just... It's not my normal talking voice at all. At least 502 kilobytes is necessary for a new game file. God, that's small. Kilobytes? Ah, jeez. I mean, to be fair, but I mean, I think the PlayStation 2's memory cards were measured in like megabytes, so kilobytes is pretty significant. But like, my PC right now has like a terabyte, which, well, I actually have no idea. I think it's a terabyte. I have 1,000 gigabytes, which might be a terabyte. It might be something else. I can't remember. That'd be some shit if it was. Fuck me if I'm wrong. Yeah, what do you want me to do? Touch the vacuum thing? Also, this is... Oh, no, I don't. Do I have the mechanic yet? Oh, no, I don't think I have the camera yet. But this game's mechanic, main mechanic, is taking pictures of stuff. Tamed wrench. His favorite wrench. Oh, I can't actually equip it yet. Looks like there might be a pretty important book. Or, yeah, but you can't tell right now. I got confused because we just picked up the notebook, though, so... Oh, I can't look at the notebook yet. Or can I? A notebook to write down everyone's requests. Yeah, this game is a bit of a pain in the ass when it comes to, like, I can't remember what you need to take it. Oh, sorry, my head. I can't remember exactly what you need to take pictures of. For what? What I vaguely remember.
Here we go. Ah, this is the Anbar Type 2 here. This is a pretty specialized hose attachment. Oh, I see the problem.
I believe the voice actor. Give me a second.
Well, is everybody ready? Let's have a stupendous show tonight! Let's make this a night of wonder! All right, all. Let's get to work!
Oh no! It's about to start. Why the heck didn't it go off? Huh? He's gone?
Sorry. I was just looking up for other looking at other characters he's voiced. I'm like, oh, he's Robin from Teen Titans. Among other things, but that's the one that I'd actually recognize him for. Yeah, if I remember, I think the game immediately makes you go on like a little side quest. Whoops, I did not mean to change memory cards. Or memory cards, as if there's any doubt this is a emulator. It's like, yeah, let me just resize my PlayStation 2 screen. I like how those people are like, oh yeah, this is emulated. Or they had to hide that it's emulated, and it's like, what?
You need a ticket to go in.
Oh yeah, open the menu. Square button. It's so weird to have PlayStation controls pop up.
Hey!
Yep. Yeah.
My ticket!
It's so weird for the PlayStation controls to pop up. Well, I am using a PlayStation controller.
Of all the...
But that's why it's confusing, is because I'm so used to, like, having X be the square button, because that's what would show up on the screen. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is the X button on the Xbox controller. It's like, no, this is actually telling you the buttons on the controller you actually have in your hands. It's like, it's like triangle. The Xbox controller doesn't have a fucking triangle button.
Did you see a little red-headed kid come this way?
Nope. Do you see anything?
He headed towards City Hall.
Damn. That's somebody's looking out for me. Is there anything wrong? It's rude to speak to somebody from behind.
Did you see a red-haired boy run by?
Oh, that might have been
Oh, yes,
X.
just now. I'm certain I saw him heading that way.
I'm certain I heard him heading that way. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to do voices anytime soon. I'm gonna need to not constantly have a migraine for that to work.
Sorry, but I have to go to City Hall.
And then she mentions that this is City Hall. Which, by the way, I didn't even pay attention. Oh. I didn't even mention, or, I didn't even see what happened. I wasn't even paying attention to the cutscenes the first time I played this. Which, man, begs the question of, how long did it take me to finish this quest? You can really see the moon from here. Yep, 2 moons. This is... I mean, I already knew it was set in the same world. But yeah, it's kind of weird, because the first time I played this, again, didn't have one lick of, you know, knowledge of how exactly, you know, this game, or where this game was set. I had no idea. It's already started. It's kind of almost secondhand nostalgia, really, the fact that this is set in the same world. Palm Brinks is a great town. Should have seen the circus. Also, yeah, inverted controls. God damn, can I change that? Okay, Reiko's right, so I need to change the... Yeah, this is what pisses me off more than anything. Is that... Wait, what? This left, right is right. Up moves the camera up. Down moves the camera down. Give me a second. I had to figure out which one of these I prefer. Wait, oh, that didn't change. Chet didn't change jack shit. Did the pitch? Hey, that works. I feel like these don't change anything. Yeah, up does that, down does that. Sorry I keep fiddling with the controls, but I feel like something's being weird. Yeah. I don't think it changed anything. Like, legitimately, it changed nothing. Yeah, so down brings the camera to the ground. Up moves the camera up. I fucking hate that. When I go down, I want to be looking at... when I go down, I want to be looking to the ground. And when I go up, I want to be looking to the sky. Yeah, sorry, there's something about it's that they make me sick, honestly. Like when I turn left and the camera goes right, it makes me like, it's not that it actually makes me physically ill, it just confuses the shit out of me. Right, so I'm looking for another way in. This is what I'm talking about. You also knock on all these doors. I'll take a picture of those barrels later. Gate to nowhere. The thing is her telling me that a red herring, or is that actually useful information?
Sorry, but I have to go to City Hall.
But it's closed. Is there a key to City Hall? Is that what I'm looking for?
Did you see a little red-headed kid coming this way?
This is the same line. Whoops.
Nope. You see anything?
He headed towards City Hall.
Headed towards City Hall. Somewhere he could be hiding. Now I remember why it took me so long. It's because it's kind of vague for the game to just be like, oh yeah, he headed towards City Hall. It's like, that doesn't help. This is a circle. This is a fucking cul-de-sac. That doesn't help me. You say this. How do you know? You know? Oh, God.
Hey, did you see a red-haired boy?
Me? No, sorry.
I see. Huh?
There he is.
Hey!
Yeah, City Hall was a red herring and I hate it. I just... I wonder if both of these people are dead now, by the way.
Hand over the ticket.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to see the circus. Just once.
You really want to see the circus, huh?
I'm sorry. I promise I'll never do it again.
Alright. Here you go.
Huh?
Come on, it's yours.
Really?
Just,
Yep. I'll go see it next time.
Wow, thanks.
I'm gonna be honest, you
You
really
better go now,
shouldn't...
it's about to start.
You really
Okay,
shouldn't
see ya.
reward people that robbed you. But, I mean... That's what you get for being nice.
What?
Huh?
You passed. You might be able to do it. Hurry! The first door is waiting for you.
What is going on?
Yeah, I could ask you the same question. Oh. Alright, I need to give him the key. It's the one mechanic I don't like about this game is having to
Here it
give
is.
people shit
Hurry
for
up,
pressing
it's
square.
Yep. Hey, this is no good. I can't see anything. Wow!
Imagine how sick you'd be if you were actually doing that stunt. My god. You would literally be like tossing your lunch up the moment you got to backstage. Why? Why does she have jiggle physics? This is a fucking PS2 game of jiggle physics. What the hell? Sorry, I'm just laughing at the idea that the the developers of the game thought it'd be amazing to give us a slow motion of a of an elephant doing a kick flip or flip kick or whatever.
Well, Mayor, you're certainly looking well. Well, if it isn't my favorite roasted chestnuts! You thought of everything.
Huh?
I like
What's
how
this about?
delayed his reaction was.
This is good. Indeed, this town's chestnuts are the best!
Is that the mayor?
So, have you found it?
Well, not yet. You see,
Now, Mayor, are you really trying hard enough? You know what happens if you don't find the stone, don't you?
wait, please, I'm trying my best to find it. Please, I need more time.
Ah, well, what can you do? But remember, this chance is your last!
Are you sure that the stone is in this town?
Oh, yes. Oh, I can smell it. I can smell it! The stone is in this town! Absolutely!
But we've turned the mine inside out looking for it. We couldn't find a trace.
Sweet Mayor, we've been through this. I've told you before, I don't tolerate excuses! Ah, but the people in this town really are living the sweet life, huh? Not knowing anything of the outside world, they're lost in their carefree lives. With such a pack of ninnies, no wonder they can't find a single stone.
You can't tell anyone about the outside. There'd be a panic. Then no one would be able to look for your stone.
Oh, I know, Mayor Pooh. We'll keep it our little secret. Darn! Who are you?
Max? Run! Hurry!
Wake up, fools!
Sorry.
Did you see it? The red stone around that boy's neck! We found it at last! Well, what are you waiting for? Get him!
Sorry, my heart is kind of giving out, which is how funny I found that. Fucking clowns were sleeping in the crates. Oh my god. Hi. Thank you. God, the accommodations in this circus are garbage. I find it funny that Max is somehow evading the clowns, the circus performers, by, you know, essentially performing in the circus. But what you'd expect the clowns would be better than him at. Like you'd think they'd have trained and be like, you know, better at this shit than he is, and not be falling to their deaths. Which I don't see a safety net either, so these people are dying. They, like, there's no way they're surviving these falls. Oh, so much shoddy. Shoddy garbage. Those three crowns are not only dead, there's probably not much of their bodies left either. And he's just waving. And I'm gonna cave their head in with my wrench. The funny thing is... Oh no, I did save. There's a lot of cutscenes. Oh god. Okay, these guys are a lot weaker than the enemies, the female main character we're fighting. Yeah, she would have died just from those few hits that I took. The wrench became battle item. Yeah, battle item. Sorry. I literally saw battle, and then immediately saw battle again, and I'm like, am I seeing double, or am I going insane? It's like, no, you saw double. It's supposed to be there. But yeah, it became battle item, battle wrench.
Alright, I guess this will have to do.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever smacked somebody with a wrench hard enough that they would lose consciousness, but it's a hunk of metal. There's a good chance that those guys are dead. I almost forgot about this.
Well, boys, shall we begin then?
If I had played this game when I was a little kid, I can only imagine that I would have developed a fear for clowns, because not even from the clown being like a fucking mob boss. It's from that robot. That robot is creepy as fuck. It's just the fact that it's like a mix of a spider and a clown. It's just really, really bad mix. Also, this is the guy that was huffing and puffing running down the street before. So, how the fuck he's doing these, like, absolute stunts? Like, this absolute state of parkour that he's capable of now. Like, I don't understand. Okay, another kill count. What are we up to now? Like minimum 4 that he's killed.
Oh, what now?
And the other 3.
Pendant boy, hand it over now, and I'll let you leave here alive.
Pendant? What, this?
Don't do it!
Huh?
Well, what's it gonna be?
You can't give it to him. It's too important.
Hand it over! Now!
No, I won't.
Well, if it's going to be that way, then die!
God, that is... Even as an adult, that is not I don't like that.
Oh, nowhere to run now, boy!
Except for the sewers, where all the hip kids are running to.
He's behind you! Quickly, after him!
Max! This way!
No one will find us here. Guess some Pennywise shit going on there.
I was so scared then, but in a way it was really fun.
It was really fun running from my life as clowns threw themselves
every
up
boring day had
buildings.
been just the same for me. But this was the beginning of a real adventure.
No good adventure doesn't start with the death of a few clowns. Sorry, that would fucking Golem just living on. Come on, guys! Sorry. Supposed to say I skipped that the first time, but
You okay?
damn.
Yeah. You saved me, Donnie.
Hey, don't mention it. What happened out there? Who are those guys?
Flotsam Circus Troupe.
Why are they after you?
I think I heard something I wasn't supposed to. I didn't understand exactly what was going on. But I needed to get out of there.
Yeah.
Donnie, what is this place?
It's the underground water channel supplying the town.
Really?
You could also call it my secret base.
Wow. I never knew this place existed.
Not too bad, huh? Those clowns will never find you here. Just relax.
Yeah.
After Donnie and the story will continue, you may want to save your progress at a save point first. Yeah. Well, yeah, like I was saying. What? Kiss my ass. What do you mean there's the room on the memory card? What fucking memory card? There's no memory card, you... I guess it's the virtual memory card. I don't understand how it could be failing to save on my PC though, but next time I boot up the game, I'll make some room to delete some of the Dark Cloud 1 saves. So I only need the most recent one anyways, since I don't exactly need to like backtrack this for any reason except beat the game. Well, yeah, it's... I don't know if you guys noticed, but the tree from one of the scenes in the cutscene... Sorry, I'm such a fucking... I'm falling apart. Avoided my warranty multiple times over. But... That was the tree from Muskalaka, the second town in Dark Cloud 1. It's so weird. It's so weird to know that and be able to recognize it, because like I said, I didn't realize this was the direct sequel. I thought this was an entirely different setting. Because that was my... Okay, when I first booted up this game, my main problem was it wasn't as... It didn't feel as... What's the word? It didn't feel as atmospheric as the first game. But now that I know that this is a direct story sequel, that changes everything. I didn't feel a need to play this game at all, aside from just for the sake of, because I streamed the first game, I was like, well, fuck it. But now I'm invested, knowing that this is knowing what I know now. This got me excited. This is. Can you feel nostalgia for a game you've never played before? I've never actually played before. I mean, I didn't beat the Cloud. I could feel nostalgic like that. But the fact that I'm feeling nostalgic for a sequel to a game that came out 2 fucking decades ago, give or take, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I never did mention how I was doing. I guess I'll mention that now, despite the fact that I did intend to play it over gameplay. But shit is moving at a pace. We're about to get into such nice successful. But I have been sick. Like, both from my mouth, but I've also had a headache, a bit of a cold. I've just entirely been fine. You know, I just haven't been able to do anything. And that's just physically speaking. Physically, I've not been up to snuff. But mentally, the fact that I haven't been able to do anything has really fucked with my head. Sorry if I keep swearing to anybody who doesn't appreciate it. I can't help myself right now. I'm in too much pain to really be able to censor myself. Though I don't normally enjoy sterilizing my speech. But kind of swearing for no reason doesn't make me feel good either. Whatever, doesn't matter, who cares? Why do I keep stopping and starting? It's just how I speak. Yeah, like I was saying, mentally I've not being able to stream or just anything. This streaming has been really important for my mental health the past few months. And the fact that I haven't been able to do anything. Like, I haven't had, like, half the time, I wasn't even capable of, like, playing anything. Not only the fact that I don't like playing things when I'm not streaming, I almost exclusively, aside from, like, 1 or 2 games that I have no desire to play while streaming, like League of Legends. Nobody wants to fucking watch another guy get mad at playing League of Legends. Or not get mad, as I try to keep myself from fucking screaming nowadays. But that and, like, Hearthstone. Another game that I get annoyed at when I like playing certain parts of it, but, like, 90% of it is just, like... Not 90% of it is, like, me just getting mad at myself. Or just, you know... But that happens. Like, those aren't games that I would enjoy being seen played, or being watched while playing. And also, there's no lack of people who play those games. This game, on the other hand, like, the only person I know off the top of my head, I never seen anybody play this game. Like I said, the only person I watched play this game was a kid from school. I say kid. Well, at the time he was a kid, relatively speaking, compared to me now, he was a kid. But that's literally it. And I don't know if I looked up this game. There's probably a playthrough. I don't know. But, you know, like I keep saying, I'm excited to play this game through. Like, the same reason I played the first game is I kind of wanted to, you know, give the game a little bit more spotlight. Though I don't exactly have a very big spotlight. It's more just like a shitty little pocket flashlight. It doesn't even have full battery. Why am I trying to make myself out to be... But why am I trying to down myself? I don't need to down myself. That's the point. This is how I've been feeling. In terms of mentally. Like down, that's what I mean. Yeah, I feel like I lost track of what I was actually talking about, but yeah, Okay, let's get back on track of me talking about my feelings, and then we can get back to playing the game. Focus for once in your life. Oh, that's what I was... Oh, the reason I tangented off of that was because I was talking about, like, the only games I've been playing are games that I don't stream. Which is, like, 2 or 3 games, or, you know, obviously games that I can't stream because... I don't need to mention them. You know what I'm talking about. If you're an adult on the internet, you know what I'm talking about when I say there's games that cannot be streamed on Twitch. But, aside from that... I'm trying to figure out how much I want to share. Yeah, I just had it rough. And it's also the fact that because I haven't been doing anything, it also feels like I feel like I keep thinking that I'm gonna have to start over because obviously, but like I was gonna say partner, I didn't get partnered. That's the next step. And however far off that is, I'm not in any sort of rush. I mean, hell, I wasn't even in a rush to get affiliate. Just the only thing it was just a milestone that I really wanted to meet just to prove that I could to my family more than anything, or not even to my family, just because that's the milestone you need to meet to start making any sort of money. Which, of course, I'm not making anything. But that's besides the point. But I feel like I'm gonna have to start over, just for no other reason than that. When somebody stops streaming for any length of time on Twitch, you know, shit happens, and like I have. Well, when you're going from 0 to 3, like average viewers, it's kind of hard to go back to 0 because 0 is literally nothing. Which is kind of where I'm back to it. It kind of just breaks my heart, and it makes me feel like on top of the fact that I can't do anything because I'm sick, and like what am I supposed to do? Talk until my mouth hurts, until by the time I'm done, I feel like my gums are bleeding. They're obviously not. It's not that bad. Like that's what it feels like. Every second, I want to reach into my mouth and rip out every teeth that's causing me pain. And obviously I can't do that, because if I did that, it would make this situation worse. But that's just how I've been feeling. I'm feeling depressed, to say the least. I don't know how much I can get away... I don't know how much of me talking about my mental state I can get away with on Twitch, but I've been suicidal. I'm gonna be right up in front. I've been like that for a long time, but it's past like week or so, this is the first time I felt it in a long time. And yeah, some might say, oh, you're just feeling that way because, you couldn't do anything. It's like, motherfucker, I've been in pain. I've been in pain, not able to do the thing that gives me, makes me feel happy. I haven't been able to get out of fucking bed. I haven't been able to play video games. I've been in that much pain because, I like games that require some amount of thought. So, I don't just play fucking idle games on my phone. Like those don't provide me with any sort of pleasure. So I need some sort of ability to think to actually play most of the games that I have. To any sort of enjoyable level. It's just like walking into a room filled with enemies and then immediately dying isn't fun. Watching a loading screen isn't fun, obviously. Everybody knows that. So yeah, that kind of made it hard to do anything in terms of, keep myself happy, which is a full-time fucking job. Anybody who has ever gone through depression or is going through depression, usually it's... The such thing is... depression is kind of like cancer. You either don't know what it is, you've never personally experienced it, you're going through it, or you're in remission, and it's only a matter of time before it comes back. That's the three ways that's the three, there's the three ways it can be. There's no middle ground. There's no, there's nobody who's ever experienced depression. If you can say, oh, my depression wasn't that bad. It's like, if you mean that about your entire experience with depression, it's not that bad, then you weren't depressed. You were just sad. Depression is when you feel like such garbage that it makes you want to die. That's what depression feels like. Anything less than that, you're just sad. Literally. But yeah, I've just... those are the things that have been in the forefront of my mind, just... And it's also guilt, because I'm the kind of person that feels guilt over everything. Including things like... I feel bad for... And this might not... There might not even be that person. That's the fun. There might not even be that person who actually gives a shit about whether or not I stream every day. Or at all. During a week. You know, I mean, I don't know. If they exist, I don't know that they exist. But I feel bad for that person that actually gives a shit. That actually is like, oh, I wonder what he'll play this week. Oh, I wonder, you know, what fights. You know, you know, even if I don't watch for a week. Oh, I wonder what he'll have on his YouTube channel. Oh, I wonder what this and that. And the past week I played like 2 games. Excluding this one. You know, this was the third. This is like the 3rd time I've streamed this week. Usually I stream every single day. Or I try to stream every single day, aside from like, you know, 1 or 2 days where I, you know, just stay to myself, or keep to myself just because, you know, you need a refresher. You know, try to do it every day. And I haven't even been, like... I've been having to force myself just to try it for 1 a week. I mean, I'm forcing myself right now. Like, about halfway through the stream, the pain in my mouth came back. Which, of course, it's pain in my mouth that I'm talking. Of course I'm gonna cause pain for myself. But I feel like if I don't try, even if I'm in pain, I feel like I'm giving up. And if I give up, I feel like garbage. If I feel like garbage, I'm depressed. If I'm depressed, you know, etc., etc., it's a slippery slope to me going figuratively, metaphorically, and maybe even literally to hell. So I was just checking to see what's going on in the background. But yeah, that's how I've been doing. Pain's not that bad. The pain right now isn't as bad as it was in the morning. In the morning before I had, because I had a dentist appointment because I wanted to get my teeth checked. So I didn't take any painkillers this morning. You know, purely just so I could actually, when they checked my teeth, be like, okay, is this hurting? Is this one hurting? So I can actually give them like a proper, you know, what's the word? I could give them feedback, so I could actually give them feedback on, you know, what was giving me pain. By the way, the dentist put some stuff on each of my bad teeth, the ones with deep cavities, that exposed nerve. She put a little dab of some, like, really fucking cold, like, paste or whatever, on each of those teeth. And one of them, that one on my right side, I literally felt nothing. Which is a bad thing. That means it's a dead nerve. So I have a dead nerve on this side, and I have a very, very sensitive nerve on the other side of my mouth. She put just that little dab, and literally for the next, like, half an hour. No, literally, until, or about the whole day, I think, aside from when I eat, the only thing that causes me pain relief is, oh yeah, this is another thing I have to mention, is that I've been gaining weight. Because I haven't been able to stop eating, because the only thing that stops the pain is putting something in my mouth. I don't have good words to explain, but essentially it causes pain relief. When I eat something, my brain is like, okay, I know we're in pain, but if we're in too much pain, we can't eat. And if we don't eat, we die of starvation. So let's turn up the pain so we can cram shit in our fucking greasy maw. Sorry, I'm a bit agitated. Just it's because I'm in pain. That's another thing, is that I've been very agitated all the time. So normally, and you might notice this from my demeanor, is that I try to keep myself relatively calm, even when shit goes to fucking hell, and I want to get mad. I just try to calm myself down so I don't fucking burst the blood vessel because I have anger issues, which I've been trying to fix and try to make them non-issues. Which the way that I do that is suppress the rage. So I keep hearing things in the background. I don't know if somebody's talking, but it's like so. Or that might be in the game. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so I've been gaining weight because of an overeating. So it's that. So I've got so much weight on my shoulders that I didn't have a month ago. Or 2 months ago. When I didn't have this pain in my mouth. Before I got the toothaches really bad. Or such a bad toothache. Better way to phrase that. Sorry. Repeating myself just to make what I said sound better. Sorry. So there's that. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, aside from the overeating, what I just mentioned, the overeating and the constantly being mad, because it's hard to. I've also been kind of delusional, because of the pain. Because I can't get a healthy amount of sleep. And when I say healthy amount of sleep, I mean continuous 8 hours of sleep that is actually restful. I haven't been getting full night's restful sleep. I've been getting 8 hours of sleep a day, not all at once, and not restful at all, because the moment the painkillers wear off, I wake up in pain. Which means the entire time I was asleep, I was probably in a dull amount of pain. Which means I wasn't resting very well. Because my brain was probably like, if this gets any worse, we wake up. Sorry. People keep... Or maybe it's... Oh no, it's my chair squeezing. God, it sounds... because I'm wearing headphones. I mean, you can see the headphones. Why am I pointing to them? I know why I'm pointing to them, but why do I have to point that out? But yeah. So I've been sleep deprived. So I'm delusional. And I'm angry. And I'm kind of losing my fucking mind. So aside from all the, the things that as somebody could, and I don't blame them, say that I'm just complaining, there begins to become this point of no return where nobody can say that I am not reasonably in a bad state. Because you give somebody a week's worth of sleep deprivation, and you see how well their head maintains on their shoulders. Because I know that just one day of full sleep deprivation, 24 hours with no sleep, most people, understandably, begin to lose their mind a bit. Sorry, I'm laughing, just... Because I know at the beginning you could be like, oh, he's just complaining. He's just complaining about the pain. It's not that... It couldn't be that bad. And then you're like, oh yeah, well, if everything stacks up on top of each other, yeah, it makes sense. I don't know why I don't know why I feel the need to justify. It's like, god damn it, this is my stream. Who the fuck is coming in here? Who's gonna be like, yeah, bro, you're just whining, man. As if that would change it. Like, I don't know why I'm like this. It's like, I really liked the stream up until the point you started bitching and moaning about your first world problems, and I'm just like... It's like, well, I really liked this comment until you started insulting me. Yeah, sorry this took so long. For me to, you know, vent. But, I mean, I did say that I wanted to get this out, so I felt the need to do it. I wanted to do this a few days ago, but, you know, better late than never. But yeah, it's probably more to it, but I'm a very unreliable narrator. Especially when it comes to my own life, because that's the thing. I got so delusional, mostly from sleep deprivation, I assume, that I thought I had 33 teeth in my mouth. I just counted my teeth wrong. It's because I have a wisdom tooth that's only half out. So I must have just seen it at a weird angle, and I thought I saw 2 teeth where I only had 1. I mean, I have 32. But yeah, I somehow got it in my head that I had more than that many teeth, and I kept counting, and I kept coming up with the same answer. So basically what happened was I was in so much pain that I was so delusional that I thought I had 33 teeth in my mouth. I somehow seen a 33rd tooth. And I mentioned this that this is why I was so upset. This is why this has made me upset. That the dentist is like, yeah, oh bro, you only have 32 teeth. Calm down. And I'm like, oh shit. That made me realize that I'm so delusional that I am literally losing my mind. That I'm beginning to see shit. But yeah. I don't know what's worse. If I had 33 teeth in my mouth, or the idea that I was losing, that I'm been losing my mind to the point that I thought I had 33 teeth. For those who don't understand what I'm talking about when I say 33 teeth, is that 32 teeth is the amount of teeth that an adult has, including their wisdom teeth. And for those of you who don't understand what I mean by wisdom teeth, it's essentially 4 teeth that come in late in your life. And they come in the modern day, they come in usually in a mouth that isn't missing any teeth. Like, let's say like a 1,000 years ago. Probably, if you had your 4 wisdom teeth coming in, you're probably missing like 3 or 4 teeth by then. Probably. If not more, from tooth decay, from natural degradation. You're probably missing a few teeth. So 4 more teeth. It's almost like you're just getting replacements. Because your teeth can, that doesn't always happen, but can naturally realign themselves when you lose a tooth. Doesn't always happen, sometimes it does. When it does happen, and when it does happen in a way that doesn't fuck up your teeth, it's very good. It's very, very weird thing for us to intentionally, or for our bodies to intentionally plan for, you know, the loss of parts to, you know, just... It's like, imagine if that happened with your fingers. Like, imagine if you just lost 2 of your fingers, and then, like, the other 3 fingers in your hand, or the other 3 digits, who cares? The other 3 fingers in your hand just, like, realign themselves. Like, so you had, like, you know, your ring finger and your middle finger gone. And then your index finger, this one, just decided to move around your hand so you could better grip things with your 3 remaining fingers. But that'd be weird. That'd be really weird. But yes. So, the wisdom teeth in a modern day adult often come in, and there's no fucking room. And now all of my wisdom teeth, aside from one, came in just fine. One is half poking out, which is kind of like simultaneously like. I mean, honestly, my gums haven't fully healed from when my wisdom teeth came in originally. So I kind of feel like there's like these weird little. It's hard to explain. And maybe it happens to everyone. Maybe it's naturally there. I don't know. I don't stick my fingers in other people's mouths to know this shit. So when I say, if there was a hypothetical 33rd tooth, an additional tooth, in your mouth, it's either one of two cases. Either it's coming in, aligned with everything else, and a mouth that already has barely any room for the teeth that's already in it, assuming you didn't take your wisdom teeth out, or it's coming out somewhere where it shouldn't be. Which there are people that have like teeth coming out of the front of their gums, where usually they come out and they just, poke out, like aligned with the rest of their teeth, and some come in like the front, like here, or in even possibly worse situations, they come out behind your teeth, your normal teeth. Which results in you having to now deal with this new tooth that is erupting from your gum in such a weird fucking angle that, if it comes out from the front, it's probably poking at your lips, the inside of your lips. Or, in the other case, it is behind the rest of your teeth. You wouldn't even be able to see the fucking thing. But yeah. But yeah, hopefully anybody who's like seeing this in the future will just like be patient enough just to like fast forward through this and just like skip to the part where they see me actually playing the game again. Because once I start playing the game, I'll cut the shit. I should have done that. It doesn't matter. Just go out of my way to put like a little editing in, just to be like, yeah, skip to this part of the video to skip me like, talking about myself. I don't know. But yeah. So is that. I don't think is there anything left. So I mentioned, the mental state, how I've been feeling with the stream and everything. The fact that I've been overeating, my teeth, my rage. Anything else I need to mention? Or want to? I don't need to mention any of this shit. What am I going on with? Nothing I need to talk about. I'm legitimately trying to think. I didn't make my bed. That's another thing I forgot to do before I started the stream. I forgot to make my bed. It doesn't matter. And if you're wondering, why is this bed unmade? For whatever ungodly reason. Is because I am constantly lying down in my bed because I'm in pain. And when I lie down in my bed, I like to cover up in my sheets. And you know what I don't like to do? Is to make my bed every single time I get out of my bed. Because if I did that, and then 5 minutes later got back in my fucking bed, I would literally be spending more time making my bed than I spend out of my bed. So what's the point of making... If by the time I finish making my bed, I want to get back in my bed, then why did I make my bed in the first place? But that's just how I've been the past few weeks. Usually I make my bed after I decide that I'm getting out of it. Assuming that I intend to stay out of it until I go back to sleep. Which is why my bed is currently not made. It's because part of me wanted to go to sleep instead of doing the stream. So I'm psychotic. Alright, okay, let me... It take 5 more seconds to think. Yeah, I think I'm good. Alright. Sorry for everything. Kinda want to cry. Alright. Underground water channel.
Underground water channel. So this goes outside of the town, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Exactly.
Hey, Max, what are you cooking up?
Something's going on in the outside world.
What?
That Flotsam guy is threatening the mayor.
What? Why?
I'm not sure myself. But Flotsam said it. The whole town's living a carefree life, not knowing what's going on outside. What does that mean?
Don't know.
But after Blackstone Railroad went out of service, no one's left town. And it's not that they don't leave. They can't leave. The reason why the mayor doesn't open the gate must be so that people don't see the outside world.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm going.
Huh? Going? Where? You're not thinking of...
Uh-huh. I'm leaving this town.
Oh, hold on there. Seriously? But there's all kinds of weird creatures in the channel.
I'll be fine. I usually use this to fix things, but it makes a pretty good weapon, too.
It's like, yeah, I caved in the skulls of a few clowns on the way
Hold on
here.
a sec.
And now it's like, oh, give me a second. My dad gave me this when I was 5. Here you go.
Voila!
This is...
My baby. But you'll need it more.
Yeah.
It gets a little rowdy around here, so this guy'll come in handy.
Wow, really? It's okay?
Take it already.
Thank you, Don.
It's already in my hand, you motherfucker. Like, don't threaten a man with a gun. Classic gun! L1 to get into stance and X to attack. But if you're too far away, your attacks would be
And
very
with
effective.
this one, we can keep in touch while you're in the channel.
So
Get
fucking...
lost, just give me a buzz.
Gotcha.
God, imagine...
Watch yourself, Max.
Imagine if your phone was like an
I
alarm
need you
clock.
to keep an eye out for those guys here.
No problem. Whatever you say. Huh? Hey, why do I have to stand
Like,
watch?
oh my god, like my phone's already ringing for no reason half
Sorry,
the time.
Donnie, but I want to see the outside world with my own eyes.
So like, if I was literally woken up in my sleep every time my phone
Chapter
rang,
1. To the outside world.
I would lose my fucking mind. I mean, some people do set up their phone like that, where like literally every time someone phones them, it will, you know, just make an egregious sound. Well, like, hot damn. It's a pain in the ass. I'm able to defeat all monsters clear without healing and total monsters defeated. But yeah, now in this game there are optional objectives. Well, I don't know how optional they are.
Wow.
I mean, I'll be playing these over and over long enough for me to get all the objectives that are, you know, reasonable.
How's everything?
It's like a maze. Could get lost pretty easy here.
Okay, then you need to get the floor map. It should be in one of the treasure chests on that floor. The floor map will show you where you are on a particular floor. You shouldn't get lost if you have one. If you don't want the map in the way, you can turn it off and on with the... Alright, in order to get to the next floor, you need the gate key. I think the one in the channel is called the key handle. If you use the gate key on the exit for that floor, you can get to the next floor. Just keep doing that, you can get to the end of any dungeon. Got it, Max?
Roger, Donnie. I'll give it a try.
Okay. Clearing dungeon floors. To advance to the next floor, you must clear the current floor by getting the gatekeeper monster and using it at the exit. If you fulfill certain conditions when you clear floors, you receive medals. You can view these conditions by choosing to move on the main menu, and then selecting the floor you wish to view. The medal holder in the item menu shows how many medals you hold. There may be a special surprise. Collect enough medals. Didn't say special, I just added that on my own. Power crystal, I believe that is... Yeah, useful for synthesizer. Maybe it's not. I mean, I know it is useful for it, but I don't know if it is the only use for it. I can't remember. Now, I have no recollection. Oh my god, I forgot how experience was dropped in this game. The loop in this game is really nice. Also, I can't run. I tried to run. I cannot run. Oh, the character already just runs at a reasonable speed. But yeah, I believe you can switch up in this game super easy because of how they drop experience. And I believe this is a chance. Whatchamacallit? It's essentially the same random trap. Literally the only difference is this will show you whether or not it comes up devil or angel, so bad or good, before it actually triggers. It doesn't really change it. Like it's ADS bonus. It just gives some experience, which will affect both weapons. Oh yeah, I forgot you pick shit up in this game. Oh my god. Oh, I believe you can throw enemies as well to down. That requires exhausting their HP. Also, I need to heal. And yes, the game gave me incentive not to, but I will come back to this dungeon later. And don't you fucking worry about that. I will grind. The number of synthesis points increases as your weapon levels up. Like, oh god. You can only combine synthesizers with weapons that have enough synthesis points. Parameters go up differently depending on the item used. Spectrumized. Learn more, use the help menu. Oh yeah, let's use the help. Okay, well let's get out of combat because this music's a bit floating. It's not that great, I just would prefer the music be a little less loud. The treasure chest seems to be booby-trapped. Poison trap? An exploding trap. It's a weapon-destroying trap. Just like in the first game. What would be most detrimental? Yeah, the weapon-destroying. It's a poison trap. Okay. It's 2 lightning crystals. Power of lightning. Oh, there we go. Sorry, this is something about picking stuff up, hovering over your character, and then putting on you that I just love about the first game and this game by extension. Spectrumize into a power crystal. Oh, sorry. My face hurt for a second there. But, yeah. So yeah, basically in this game, instead of you putting things into your items, you add things to them simply by just leveling them up and then just adding them. Rather than before where you had to add them in between the level, in between the weapon leveling up, now you do it after. So attack, smash, beast. So if I go status, yes, cause that to go up. Yeah, this game has less enemy types. So before you had, oh, yeah. So instead of having the whole list of like 8 different, anti-enemy types, now you have armored enemies, undead enemies, reptile dragon enemies, beasts, enemies that are susceptible to lightning, flying enemies, enemies that are susceptible to cold and fire, rather than, just having absolute state of shit you had to do. But yeah, if I were to synthesize, it would increase durability. Same thing. Ciao. But yeah, that's the thing, is every item in this game, something else it turns into. And then you have this, for example. Oh, don't discard, you clown. This is flame. How? I mean, to be fair, if you had enough grain, or powdered grain in the air, you could cause an explosion. But basically, it's... part of me doesn't want to have to explain what grain fire is. But essentially, if you had a cloud of grain, you took like a bag of flour and you just fucking flung it, and it just went everywhere, and then you lit a match. Now, it's not an exact science, but essentially, if you had enough free-floating grain, you lit a fire, the grain, a lot of the grain, the fire would spread through the grain so fast to cause an actual fireball. It wouldn't last very long. It wouldn't necessarily burn very hot, but it would cause a certain amount of force because the fire takes up more room than the grain, and the grain is everywhere. It would essentially be a very fast burn that would cause a lot of force to be produced. Relatively speaking. Relative to the force of just the grain being in the air, anyways. It's no grenade. Depends, though. If you had the right circumstances, you could do a fuck ton of damage to it. But it's also... how are you getting so much grain in the air, putting fire to it, at a safe distance that is in any way less convenient than getting any sort of other type of explosive set up? It's like, yeah, it's fucking grain. It's like a grain lighter, you can blow shit up, but like at the same time, you're gonna get yourself hurt. I believe you can throw these items at enemies. Or not. I believe if you pick something up, you can throw them at enemies. I believe you can also throw enemies down the hole. If there's a hole in the area. Sorry, my throat. But yeah. Mechanically speaking, this game made a lot of improvements. It definitely doesn't have the same charm as the first game. Like, the first game was like, holy shit, like, how many stats are there? God, was method of Hunter Crystal. I believe that. Yeah, beast. Okay, what does this need to build up? It does need beast. Let's throw into it. So if I were to, oh, I need another weapon. Right, is this... Okay, this does have enough beast. It needs more smash. What even gives smash? That's a good question. Okay, so it needs smash and attack. What about you, classic gun? Wind and attack. I don't believe I have anything that can give wind. Unless antidote gives it, but I also don't want to use my antidote that fast. Wait, oh, sorry, I'm just gushing. Okay, there we go. I got the, or not the weapon, the key out. Oh, I saw that. I thought that was an Atla. I was legitimately like, what? Game definitely feels tighter than the first game, though it does take a bit of getting used to if you immediately just started from the last game. Okay, yeah, it does do much damage. Oh yeah, believe it or not, you can also stun enemies. Oh no! Oh, you don't have to. Sorry. Yeah, who needs a weapon when you can just pick shit up and throw it? Sugar cane. But yeah, a lot of items in the game pull double duty. The true battle wrench. It synthesizes in the flame. Synthesize that. What does this synthesize into? I keep calling it synthesize. I'm gonna keep calling it that because I prefer the word synthesize than spectrumize. It's just a personal preference. Okay, is this a hole or no? Oh, there's a back room. Unless this is a healing fountain. No, what's a healing fountain? I don't think I've ever went to a back room in this game. I don't know if they still exist. Would I assume they do? Oh, there's... I see this. There's also multiple versions of the minimap now. But yeah, kind of really like the different forms of attack. Also, if you're locked on, the movement is based, or the form of attack is based on the direction of your opponent. So if they're in front of you and you move towards them, you'll do the lunge attack. Move away from them, you'll do the hack flip, which I hate backflip. Gotta be entirely honest. There's literally nothing that way. I mean, there is something that way, dead end, but... Oh, there you are. I was like, that's the enemy. All monsters defeated.
Alright, that takes care of you guys.
I love points on the map are the gates. Use the gate key to get to the next level. Alright. Okay, so all that's left is to open this chest and leave. Nice. There might not actually be backrooms in this game. Which would be sad. Backrooms are one of my favorite mechanics in the other game. Or holy... Or exorcism. That's my one gripe, is that the game isn't as complicated. Which is such a minor nitpick. Okay, let's see if we got any sign.
I pressed on, deeper into the underground channel. I had said I want to see the outside world to Donnie, but there was a second reason why I wanted to go there.
Your flounder, sir. Bon appetit.
I've never understood. I've never understood the concept of these stupidly long tables. Like I know they existed. There's some dumb people who are like, yeah, you know what I want for my guests? To have to fucking scream at the top of my lungs to talk to the guy at the end of the table, opposite me. Who the fuck did that? In the right mind? Like, this doesn't make any sense. But what I can only assume is that... Sorry, I'm just laughing. Is that... No, because what I'm about to say is kind of... It's funny because I think it might actually be true. Is that if you were sitting at the opposite ends of the table, you were usually surrounded... The people closest to you that you could immediately talk to without having to raise your voice were people you actually gave a shit about. So if you were on opposite... If your dad was on one side and you were on the other side, it's because he didn't give a shit about you. And he didn't want to fucking talk to you. And if he wanted to talk to you, he is more than capable of raising his voice to call you a little piece of shit. I have no idea, though.
Max, where are your manners? Eat your dinner.
Father? I'd like to ask you something.
Yes? What is it?
About Mother. Where is she?
I'm sure I told you this already. Your mother is doing important work far away from here.
But what's the name of the town, and what job is she doing there?
It's nothing for you to worry about. Eat your dinner.
This is just how you always are. You don't tell me anything.
See what I mean? Also, there's no way these two people in a room this
Young sir.
in a room this large, a table this long, there's no way that they are capable of hearing each other.
Would you like me to go after him, sir?
There are people that are the age, I'd assume, like, let's say this man over here is 30. To make Max is very young. Well, let's say he's 30. My dad was half deaf by the time he was 30. He would not be able to hear me if I wasn't talking directly towards him into his, into his ear. But that was also because he worked with loud machinery, but that's besides my point. If me and him were in the room together, I wouldn't be able to softly speak in a normal talking voice and expect him to hear everything I said to him. That's not me saying I need to scream at him. I'm just saying that I need to, keep my voice at like a normal level, like a reasonable level for him to, you know. I wouldn't be able to talk in, "Oh, Father, I can't believe you're like this." It's way too soft. Sorry, I'm just. Oh god.
Leave him be.
I wish I had a table this long. It wouldn't even have. It wouldn't even have that many chairs. It would just be one chair, just my chair. Because, like I said, if you have a table like that, oh no, you should have 2 chairs. Just 2 chairs, and the other chair on the opposite side should be bolted to the ground. So anybody who goes up to it, and it's like, oh, let's move the chair closer, can't. Yeah, let's try this floor again. That's one thing that's gonna make me grind a lot, is seeing that I don't have as many medals as I'd like, and then just coming back and going it back the way through. Yeah, all I gotta do is kill the enemy, so I don't necessarily have to touch on everything. What's a force of habit? But no, I will actually rush through and try to kill all the enemies first. And then I'll come back through for everything else. Rolling log, I don't necessarily know what that's for. Oh yeah, there's an attack for downed enemies. I forgot about that. That's brutal. Sea Dragon Crystal, I assume that's for anti-reptiles. Or for reptiles. Killing reptiles. There we go, that's what I meant to say. Let's keep going on my rampage. But yeah, just like in the first game, if you don't use a weapon, it doesn't get experience. And I'm very much neglecting my other weapon. Oh. Sorry. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to go. I think I will do this for a call. But yeah, I will try to do a longer stream later, but well, not. I say later, I mean like later in the week. Not today, obviously, because it's. I mean, it's 1 a.m. So I should really be getting rid of that off. Tomorrow, hopefully, the swelling will go down. That's been currently the main source of pain. At least currently. I feel like it took too long.
Alright, that takes care of you guys.
That's another problem, is that I keep having to touch my teeth. It just hurts so much, and that's the only thing that gives me any sort of relief. And there I am drooling. So much. Funny thing is, you guys literally saw me not even... Oh no, I have been going for 2 minutes. That's respectable, I guess. How much of it was just... Yeah. Sorry, I am mumbling because... the face is hurting. Okay, I have 2 different wrenches, so I can see where the paths diverge. So there is just a true... I think I'll take this one down the non-true battle wrench path. starting to come back fierce. So after this, I'll probably be going to bed. Oops, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Oh, I hope anybody who's stuck around this long has found something to enjoy. God, I keep spitting on myself. Just because my mouth, I mean, of course, I'm talking with my mouth swollen on the inside, so just was thinking, wow, what the fuck? Not even a mimic, it's just empty. It's just a blue ball on me. But yeah. I probably won't do any off-screen grinding, at least early on. Once I feel like I'm lagging behind a bit, I will do some grinding. Or once we get introduced to one of the later mechanics, I might do some grinding with it, just to refamiliarize myself with it. Oh god, you can't auto sword. That is a pain in my ass. Sorry. I really shouldn't be putting pressure on it, but it is. It's so much. Okay, I still didn't beat it in the time. Attack and defeat. Oh. Yeah, still didn't do it. Attack and defeat all enemies using only items not cleared. I kind of hate time trials, but I'll end up getting them eventually, just courtesy of me grinding. I wouldn't even. The thing is, I wouldn't even be aiming to get all of them. I'll just get them by accident while grinding. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there for a day because the pain is coming back. I mean, it's been coming back this entire time. But yes, hopefully sometime this week I will feel up to being able to stream for. I was gonna say a full day. Not a full day in the sense of like till I wake up until I go to sleep, but like 4 or 6 hours. Like how I usually try to do things. Okay, see you guys later. Let's make it. Never mind. See.